Good morning. It's 60 degrees here in Seattle, and I'm going to talk about my French lilac. This is the Korean dwarf lilac here. It's in full bloom, and I'll show you the lilac that I'm going to work on. But right now, I'll just show you the it's in bloom. It's right over here. This is the French lilac. The blooms had a beautiful, beautiful scent, and they're all spent. I had this second cluster, third blooms, only just a few blooms, and 1, 2, 3, 4. This one was really, really tiny, but since they're all spent, it actually had a beautiful sweet scent, but now it's time that the blooms are faded. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stake this better here. I got these, ordered this on Amazon. And they do really well. I've used this on our vines too, our flowering vines. What I'm gonna do is, since this was successfully blooming, I want more blooms in the next season, so I'm gonna trim this here, right there, so that it'll encourage more branches this way. I'm gonna cut that, and there'll be more branches this way, and this I'm gonna cut here, so it encourages to spread out in more branches, so that it'll encourage it to bloom, to have more blooms. You can see here, actually, let me move this so you can see it better. So you can see it better in the background. And you can see it's flopping this way, so I'm going to stake it with that the Velcro straps, and I'm just going to trim it. I'm going to trim it so it'll encourage more branches and more blooms next season. But I was very pleased with the sweet fragrance of this French lilac. Beautiful, beautiful, and a beautiful scented. I loved it. My Charles Jolie didn't smell the scent so much this year. Our clematis Jackmanii is in bloom. I'll make another video of that. You can click that on the end. On the end screen, I'll put our clematis Jackmanii video about that one. And let's go back and look at our French lilac. Okay, so I'm going to first of all stake the trunk of the French lilac, so it'll have more support. See that? Okay, so I got a strip here. Ayla, she thinks it's a toy. It's not a toy. Put this down. And we're going to take it over here, and let's give it a good width right there. That should be a good distance because I don't want to overly force it. And I really love this type of support strap because it's very soft under here. You can see that it has a soft feel. And I'm gonna hold that and put another strap further up here. What is it? It's called One Wrap Cut to Length Tape, it says here. She likes the smell of it. So I'm gonna lower this one here. See if I can lower that. Just a minute. A bit lower. Like right about there. And the second one will be up here. And there, it looks really good. And there. And now I'm going to trim off the old spent blooms. And I'm going to trim right here and here to encourage more branching out and more stems for the next season, for it to have more blooms. Really love the scent of this French lilac. Okay, so I'm gonna trim it right here, right before a not before a section right there. I'm gonna trim out right here. That should be good. Right here. That'll encourage more growth up here. Maybe right here. And yep, I'm gonna have this right about, I think, here. There you go. Put one more, because I want the stem to grow thicker, to have more support for the future stems and blooms. There you go. And I'm gonna give it some fertilizer for growth. And for the next season, I'll give you an update of how the stems are looking and if there are more blooms and the shape of this French lilac.